You know, everyone's talking about like all the TikTok things, all the Instagram hacks, all the growing in the places in the vertical video thing. But you sleeping on Facebook. When I say that Facebook might be your best place and chance to go viral and have crazy growth, not only from like a vanity metrics perspective, like I have this many followers and stuff, but from like a money perspective, I am not kidding you. I want you to keep in mind that a lot of people, the majority of people that are on Facebook are established on that app. They are established people that like have a following. They have their friends. They've built this thing there, even if it's just for personal use, and they have money because older people have money and older people like Facebook, okay? So I feel like this is a great place, a great start for you to figure out how you can go viral, get thousands and thousands and thousands of views on your reels. Let's talk about it. By the way, my name is Desiree and I'm here to simplify your online marketing life, period. So when we're talking about what you need to do to be successful with Facebook Reels and get thousands of views and even potentially go viral, it's important for you to know a lot of things very specifically. Not a lot of things, but some very specific details. First and foremost, it's the kind of content that you need to be making. But how do you know what content you should make? We're gonna go to the phone. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your phone. You're gonna go to the Reels tab on your phone, whether you have an Android or iPhone, that's both available. And we're gonna go to search and we are going to search for what it is that we do. We're gonna be a little vague because if you're a little too specific, it'll be hard to get an idea of what to do. So let's say that you are in insurance. Insurance is kind of my go-to on these examples, and I think that that is fine. And as you can see, we have these reels at the very top and they are showing us like, ooh, what are these people talking about? They've got lots of views. We want to see what those videos are about and create piggybacking, mirroring content to it. Now, the reason we're doing this is because Facebook knows this is already successful content. Like, hey, this person has 87,000 views. This person has 215,000 views. This person has 91,000 views about this specific topic. And so we want to push content that's like that to the people that have already watched that. This is something that we do on YouTube all the time. We call it fame hacking. Like, hey, what's that person doing? I'm gonna do something kind of like that, but in my ownness, my own way, my own flavor, hopefully my better flavor, so that we can get that stuff. So we want to look at what this content is about and create mirroring content with our own information. Maybe it's this information, but it's specific to you, or the example is specific to your audience and who you serve. Maybe it's specific to the area that you service or the state that you live in. Like, you want to piggyback off of that content. And of course, we can keep scrolling as well to see like other things. There's gonna obviously be ads and stuff, and we can see what kind of content other people are making that is getting successful views so that we can piggyback off of it. But here at the top, this is the stuff that's based off of really what we're searching for that we want to have. Now, when we're creating this content, it's important to remember a couple of things. One, we need to maintain the same level of like quality that they're creating on ours. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to like hire a videographer and do this whole like production thing, but it is important to know like, how are they editing their video together? What is it they're focusing on? What is like their lighting and like camera quality situation? Because there's a very big difference between like, this is just me with my phone with like a random dark room, and me, like I'm very consciously trying to create content that is going to captivate people and hold their attention, because quality does matter. Like, how I present myself in this box is totally different than how I present myself on my phone when I'm even doing like stories and stuff. And even then, I'm still doing them usually in this environment because I've got controlled lighting and sound situation. So it's really kind of want to mirror that quality so you can make sure that you are capitalizing on that. Some things to also take note of is like, how is it being edited? Is it like jump cuts? Is it quick? Is it popping? Is it in and out? Is there text on the screen? Do they have the closed captions going on? We want to kind of analyze what they have going on there so we can mirror that quality as best as we can. If in doubt, if you're like, this is overwhelming and this freaks me out, I want you to remember 3 important things. Number 1, make sure that you are well lit so that you can be seen really well and not have like harsh lighting and squinting and all of the things. 2, make sure that we can hear you very clearly. No wind, no distant sound, no like the phone is super far away and we can't hear you. Have good audio of what you're trying to do, and do multiple shots. So I want you to say 1 or 2 sentences about something, stop the recording, and move and do your next shot or your next piece of info in that piece of it. Then you can splice them all together very easily within the apps so that you're able to have success. And as like an asterisk bonus, you can use the tools that are available in the app to do a closed caption generation so that it shows up here at the bottom. Now, in order for this great quality content that you are going to create to be effective, you have to make sure that you set up your video for success. We already know what our content is going to be about because we're piggybacking off of the success of other people. 2, we know what our quality is going to be so that we can mirror that. But 3, we got to make sure that we're capturing them right at the gate. These videos that we've watched and studied and learned, like what are they doing? They're not going, "Hi, my name is Jan from so-and-so insurance agency, and I help you solve this problem." This is not a networking event. This is 3 seconds to get someone's attention, and you need to do that right out the gate. So we need to come in hot with our information and hook them so that they want to stay and watch what we have going on. All right, and so this is where it's going to be very important for you to lead with the value. Ask the pointed, powerful, like scroll stopping question. So like if I am an insurance agent, I'm going to lead with like, "You could be leaving $5,000 on the table if you are not doing this." Or maybe you are in real estate and you're like, "You're wasting thousands of dollars when you buy your house if you do this." We want to shock them with like a statement and then go into what's going on. No one cares who you are or what you're about in short form content. If they want more from you, they'll click your profile icon and go learn about you over on your Facebook business page. But right now, what we're focusing on is hooking them and giving them value. So they're like, yeah, because we're trying to get views and we're trying to get them to convert over to our page. My other bonus piece for you within hooking them is you want to have that text on the screen. All right, this is kind of what this video is about, or like a repeat of what your intro is to hold their statement. A lot of people watch videos without sound. I know that sounds so contradictory, like it's a video, you're supposed to be able to hear it, but literally it has been studied that over 80% of people will watch videos without sounds. If you don't have that closed captions in there, you're gonna kind of hurt yourself. At the very least, make sure that you have text on the screen when you do your first 3 seconds of your video so that you have the chance to hold their attention and capture really quickly. Now, your content needs to be good. Your editing needs to be good. We've talked about that. And like, I know that you're going to crush it. You're going to suck at first and you're going to totally get better. That's just how it works. You start, you suck, you get better. It's how it works. But what we need to make sure that we are reinforcing our content with is we need to have a good description that is keyword heavy within what we're talking about. Now, I know that you might be like, but does like TikTok and stuff is all about like the one sentence or the no description. This is not TikTok. Okay, this is Facebook Reels. And so we want to make sure that we have a quality description on our videos so that we are able to really dissect what is happening successfully and reinforce our information and give value. Because your video might only be a few seconds, but your description might have a lot of information that you want to share or give to them. Now, here's the thing. When we look at the example of the entrance again, if you notice, this one right here, 87,000 views. This one right here, 215,000 views. This one right here, 51,000 views. This one right here, almost 1 million views. Okay, when you look at these videos individually, you can kind of see they don't have a lot happening in their description. Okay, they are very much like missing out on this opportunity. But this one video that has more views, this one over here that has almost 1 million views, has a quality description here. He is reinforcing what is happening. He's using keywords based on what his video is about to reinforce what is happening. And he has a call to action to DM me and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so unlike TikTok or Instagram Reels, you cannot put links in your description. You cannot, like, you're trying to stuff in hashtags and all these other things there. You can do a normal description with Facebook that has spaces. Please use spaces. Do not have a big wall of text. And you're kind of breaking down what's going on. You can give a call to action and you can put a link in there to take them somewhere to help them more. Or you could add a bonus. You could do your first comment of that post on Facebook with the link to where they can get more information and learn more about what you have to offer. And your call to action can go right on the video as text on the screen. So use your description to reinforce what you're saying, to give extra value, to simplify what is happening there, because maybe you have to talk really fast to hold attention, or you want to give a little bit more, or you want to have your call to action in there. You can do that in your Facebook description. What's really cool about Facebook Reels versus other platforms is not only are we link sharing and having quality long descriptions and having a keyword search, you can share the content and it goes to a newsfeed. Let's say I post a reel about content creation and one of my friends who's my peers is like, this is really great information. I really like this. I'm going to share this onto my audience's newsfeed so that they can see my thoughts where it's like, oh my God, this is great information. I really loved what she said about this. And then it's a shared post and it shows up on the newsfeed of their Facebook page. So it's not just in the reels that we're seeing the shares, but on the newsfeed as well. So the sharing component, the telling people to share on Facebook Reels is so important because it's going to allow for it to maximize its reach and really help people. There's all these stats and data about like reposting with TikTok and sharing reels in the DMs on Instagram, but with Facebook, it shows up on the feed. And that is incredibly powerful. The only other tool I can think of that has something similar to this is LinkedIn. So like when I comment on someone's post on LinkedIn, it goes in my whole network of however many thousands of people I'm connected to sees it as well. This has that vibe to it, and it really can increase the reach and potential of what you're doing with your Facebook Reels. The other thing about success on Facebook Reels is that you really need to be consistent. Yes, we've talked about making a reel to get you thousands, if not millions of views, but we also want to make sure that that one reel doesn't just stand on its own. We have to kind of keep making content. So I want you to keep researching content that's really good, information that you give, a style that gets established as your own as you continue to create better and better content with each new video, and post regularly. Whether you set the same day and time every single day to do it, but you need to do it consistently so that you can have that potential for growth. If you want to know about like the nitty gritty about how you can be effective with vertical video to create a funnel that's going to support your business, I want you to watch this video I have for you right here. We're just going to break down for you a proper sales content creation funnel so we can be converting those views into dollars.